You're listening to English vocabulary practice with Dialogue Frog. So I've got a bone to pick with you.
Uh-oh. What did I do?
Well, you said that we could go to the Natural History Museum, but we haven't gone yet.
Oh, yeah. I forgot that you wanted to do that.
I went to see all the dinosaurs and the fossils.
They do have a lot of cool stuff there, I've heard. So they do have, like you said, they have the different dinosaur bones and various fossils. But they also have not extinct animals. So it's like taxidermy. I don't know if cool is the right word, but it's an interesting way to kind of learn about the different animals in the area.
Uh-huh.
They do have some living animals there too, you know.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. You might not like it though, because you know what it is?
What?
They have a swarm of bees.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so they have a bee colony that lives on one of the floors, I've heard. And so you can go and you can like look into what it's like for the bees, like inside their hive, and see how the bees live and make honey and build the honeycomb.
So that's what all the buzz is about.
That's all the buzz is about. I think also that the museum also has some, I guess it's geology exhibits. So if you want to see different types of rock, some that are natural to the area, I think they have lots of different ones of those. So that if you're out and about, you're like at the lake or something, or if you see like places where they're building roads and they've cut into the rock, you can kind of be like, oh, that's that kind of limestone, or that's that kind of granite or something like that. Different types of rock, so you can learn how to identify the nature around you.
I always take my geology for granted.
Aha, isn't that nice? Ha ha, rock jokes. I remember though, as a kid, going to the Natural History Museum. Did you go when you were a kid?
I did.
Yeah, it's been a while. We should definitely go again. Let's plan for that. Maybe it's a good thing to do during the summer because it's air conditioned,
Yep.
and so you can go to the museum as something to do in the summer.
Yep.
Let's plan on that.
Just don't step into the tar pits.
I don't think they have those there. Maybe they have an exhibit.
All right. Well, this has been an English vocabulary practice with Dialogue Frog. For transcripts and vocabulary lists, please visit our website at dialoguefrog.com.
Welcome to Dialogue Frog's short dialogues. Something very boring happened to me. It's really weird to begin a story that way, but something boring happened to me.
Did you count sheep to fall asleep and then you realized that it was actually goats?
No, not even close. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I cleaned my room, but I got rid of some furniture, so now I have like more space, and I'm really excited about it.
Very nice.
Like when the weather gets warm or something, sometimes you get this urge to have change in your life. And so sometimes, for me at least, like if I change the furniture in my room, then I kind of feel that need of change in my life. And so in this case, I was able to get rid of a big shelf unit and actually gave it to Rachel. She wanted it. And so I gave Rachel my big shelf unit. And I was able to put my chair in there. And so now I have this really cozy place for doing work or reading. I love it.
Very nice.
All right. Well, did you have something else to say?
Oh, I was just going to say when I want change, usually what I do is go to the bank, give them the dollar bill, and say, hey.
That's a different kind of change.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But I'm glad that works for you.
Thank you.
All right. Well, this has been another short dialogue in English with Dialogue Frog. For more short dialogues, please visit our website, dialoguefrog.com. You're listening to a free English conversation between two people with Dialogue Frog. It is hot outside.
Pretty toasty.
Pretty toasty. So when it's summer and it's hot like this, do you prefer to be outside in the heat or do you like to be inside in the air conditioner?
I don't like to be in the air conditioner because there's blades spinning and stuff. But
Aha, aha, aha.
but when I'm just inside the house or the building or whatever it may be, I much prefer that.
You prefer to be in air conditioned and in an air conditioned room.
Hmm.
I actually prefer to be in a place that doesn't have air conditioning. I think it's better for the body to kind of be in the environment, so to acclimate to the environment around you, whatever the temperature is. And of course, unless it's super extreme. If it's extremely cold, that's different
Hmm.
because then you can get frostbite and stuff if you're outside in extreme cold. But when it's warm, when it's very warm and hot, as long as it's not like so hot it's going to kill you, then I actually prefer to be out in the elements or to have the air conditioner off.
See,
But it's different though. Like when the air conditioner breaks, has the air conditioner broken for you this summer?
yeah, there was a couple days there where it was uncomfortable.
How did you handle that?
A lot of crying, curling up in a ball, and just regretting all my life choices.
But more seriously, how did you handle that?
Just sweated it out.
It's plan. Or if you're renting, right, then you'd call the landlord and have them get it repaired. Somebody I work with, their air conditioner went out also. It took them days. And so the landlord brought them like several fans and a window air conditioning unit. And that's how they survived the heat wave.
You know what we should do is call a famous person because I've heard they have lots of fans.
That's really funny. They probably do have lots of fans. All right, well, this has been a free English conversation between two people with Dialogue Frog. For transcripts and vocabulary lists, please visit our website, dialoguefrog.com. Welcome to a practice English dialogue with Dialogue Frog. So, Luke, what have you been up to lately?
Not much. What about you?
Oh, just the usual. I had to run some errands the other day, but because of the holiday, I encountered some problems.
Uh-oh. Were people partying?
I mean, there was that, that's true. But more like whenever there's a holiday, depending on the holiday, sometimes some places are closed, right?
Yeah, it's true.
So in this case, it was the 4th of July on Monday, right? And the 4th of July in America is what's called a federal holiday, but also sometimes it's called a banking holiday.
Oh, yeah.
And so when we call it a banking holiday, it's because the banks are closed. And so sometimes you can go to, for example, the gas station, but you can't go to the bank because the bank will be closed for the federal holiday or the banking holiday.
I see.
So I wasn't really able to do all of my errands because it was a holiday.
That's too bad.
What about you? What'd you do on the holiday?
I ate too much, and then I suffered the consequences.
That is a classic holiday right there.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
Well, this has been a practice English dialogue with Dialogue Frog. For transcripts and vocabulary lists, please visit our website, dialoguefrog.com. You're listening to Dialogue Frogs, conversations for practicing English. You went to the pizza food truck, and you went without me.
I did bring you pizza, though.
You did, that's true.
you can't accuse me of that.
But I kind of wanted to see it too. So, can you tell me what was the pizza truck like?
It was kind of cool. They had a little miniature brick oven built in, so they would cook their crusts and then assemble it. Or maybe I got that backwards. They probably assembled it and then cooked it. But either way, there was cooking and there was assembling.
So let me try and understand this. So the vehicle, the automobile, is separate from the fireplace where they cook the pizza.
No, it's built in to the truck part.
Oh, it is.
Uh-huh.
So like the front part is the engine and the back part is where they cook pizzas.
Yeah.
Weird. That's kind of cool.
Yep.
And so the oven is on the inside?
Yeah, it's like they have like a little trap door and then it unfolds.
So they go into the back of the truck to cook the pizza.
Yeah.
Cool. And that's also where they like roll out the dough and put on the toppings?
I think so, yeah. I think it's on the inside there too.
Now, can they bring the pizza to your house since it's so mobile? Can they just like drive up to your house and cook pizza at your house?
That'd be nice. I think they can actually. Because when I looked on their website, it said private event.
Ooh,
So
that must be it, right?
yeah,
Oh, that'd be nice. Dangerous, but nice.
dangerous but nice.
This has been Dialogue Frog's Conversations for Practicing English. For transcripts and vocabulary lists for more English practice, please visit our website, dialoguefrog.com. You're listening to a short dialogue in English with Dialogue Frog. I've been shopping lately.
That can be a bad habit.
Yeah. Well, I don't shop that often, actually. I'm not a chronic shopper like some people.
You say that with a certain gleam in your eye as you look towards me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Don't click that add to cart button every time you see a website. Just sometimes.
Hey, sometimes it says add to bag, so I'm fine as long as it doesn't say add to cart.
Oh, okay. There's a line there.
It's true.
But I was shopping for shoes. And I don't really like shopping for shoes on the internet.
Hard to gauge like what it'll feel like on your foot.
Yeah, because like shoes more so than any other kind of clothes, like it needs to fit in a certain way. And sizes across all companies isn't necessarily the same.
Yeah.
Or sometimes the quality of the shoe looks really, really good online, and then it comes and it's like falling apart.
Yeah.
And so then you've just wasted your money because the shoe isn't even holding up. It's sad.
Yeah. Well, most companies seem to do pretty good returns anymore, so.
That's true. But I prefer to go to the shoe store myself. Even though the selection is smaller, especially right now. But I still prefer to go to the local shoe stores.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can try it on and know if it fits or not.
That's putting your best foot forward.
It is. It really is. This has been a short English dialogue with Dialogue Frog. For transcripts and vocabulary lists, please visit our website, dialoguefrog.com. Welcome to Conversations in English with Dialogue Frog. So there's a lot of different community resources, right? So you know how there's the rec center, the recreation center?
Yeah.
Have you ever signed up for one of their classes?
I have not.
Because like normally for like a small fee, usually less than $100, you can do like a fitness class or a martial arts class or a swimming class or a yoga class.
Mm-hmm.
Although I also saw like a woodworking one. But I was kind of thinking of maybe doing one of the fitness classes. It's like, I don't know, 2 weeks later in the summer. Costs about $85 and you go in the evenings a couple times a week.
That could be cool.
I'm not really much of a gym person. Are you a gym person?
No. I'm a kitchen person.
As in a chef?
I didn't think about it like that, but yeah. No, I'm not a chef. I just like to eat things.
Fair enough. But I was thinking if I join one of these classes, like it's a lower commitment than if you join a gym. And maybe I could also use it as a way to get more exercise.
Yeah, sounds like a win-win.
Maybe. I just have to, if I sign up for it, I have to commit to it. I don't know that I can. I'll do my best, though. I'll think about it hard and then decide if I should sign up.
Yeah, sounds like a good plan.
Just check out the woodworking one. You might like that one.
That sounds good. I'll look into that.
There's also like the art center, which is different from the rec center. The art center has like art classes too, like photography and sculpting, painting, ballet.
Huh.
You seem like you like the ballet class.
Well, what can I say?
Fancy feet.
Fancy feet.
This has been another Practice English Conversation with Dialogue Frog. For transcripts and vocabulary lists, please visit our website, dialoguefrog.com.
You're listening to Dialogue Frog Short English Conversations. So, on the way to work this morning, came across some kind of bad news.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
Yeah. Well, it's not really news. I guess it's more. Well, I'll tell you what. I was driving, and then I encountered road work.
Oh, construction. That's awful.
It's true.
So you didn't know that it was coming?
No, there was a sign warning me that said expect delays, but it was like right there. So it's like, how can I expect the delay when it's right there?
The delay is in progress. The delay is happening now.
Yep.
Oh, road work is awful. And so then when you try, like, it gets so backed up and then the people around you start getting angry. And it kind of becomes unsafe because people start driving very angrily.
Yeah, it's true. Definitely not my favorite thing to encounter.
Yeah. In the summer, it seems there's a lot more road work in the summer.
Yeah, that's when it's not icy and bitterly cold.
So they can actually work on the roads.
Yep, it's true. Well, I think that this has been a English conversation for learning with Dialogue Frog. For transcripts and vocabulary lists, please visit our website at dialoguefrog.com.
Welcome to another Practice English Conversation about planning a trip with Dialogue Frog. So we're going to talk about this some more because I really, really, really want to plan a trip.
You know, I'm starting to believe that you want to plan a trip.
I do. How did you know?
Just a hunch.
It was a good hunch. You have good intuition.
Thanks.
Yeah. But yeah, so Chicago, right? I want to go to Chicago. So now I'm starting to think about logistics. So how do I get there? When should I go? Because I have to take off of work. I have to plan enough time to ask for time off to get a vacation. So I'm thinking maybe I'll do a 4-day trip. But Chicago is kind of up north, and it gets cold relatively early in the year.
Yeah.
But also in the summertime, because it's in the Midwest, the U.S. Midwest, it can get hot and humid, I think, during the summertime.
Right.
So I think the best time to go might be in this probably fall, maybe early fall, like September.
The shoulder seasons.
The shoulder season. So the shoulder season being like spring or fall, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I think I might try to plan for a 4-day trip to Chicago in September.
That'll be good. I should look to see if there's any concerts, and then I can go with you, and then we can have a fun time.
That'd be fun. Yeah. Oh, I bet Rachel and Jeff would have fun too.
Yep, for sure.
Yep. And then we can decide together, because I talked before about how there's like famous restaurants and stuff. There's so many restaurants. Like I started looking at it again because I was getting excited about planning a trip. There's a lot to choose from. So I think we need to decide on our hotel. We need to pick a hotel kind of as our center of activity, and then from around the hotel, maybe choose the restaurants and places where we want to go.
Yeah, that sounds like a good plan.
And I think they have a good subway system and all that there. Good public transportation. That's one of the things, like when you're planning a trip, like you have to make sure, especially in the U.S., that you have a plan for getting around that town, because sometimes towns don't have good public transportation, so you have to rent a car.
Yeah.
So like last time when I took a trip to Tucson, they had very limited public transportation that wasn't really where I had to be in that town. It didn't really serve me well, so
I see.
we can plan for that this time.
That's why I always rent a helicopter when I go places, because you just never know when you're going to have to land on top of a building.
Well, I mean, anymore, you should really just get a jetpack.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
Yep. Well, this has been another Practice English conversation about planning a trip with Dialogue Frog. For transcripts and vocabulary lists, please visit our website, dialoguefrog.com. Welcome to an English practice conversation about planning a trip with Dialogue Frog. I really want to plan a trip. It's been a very long time since I've traveled anywhere.
Oh, yeah? How long?
Oh man, it must be like 3 or 4 years at least.
That's rough.
Yeah, it is. So I've been kind of thinking about where it is I want to go.
Oh, yeah?
I really want to travel internationally, but I feel like it'd be cheaper to travel domestic.
That's true. It's not quite as adventurous, though.
Well, I don't know. You can have lots of different kinds of adventures. There's different trips, right, for different people. You could go to the beach, you could go to the ocean, or you could go up to the mountains, do hiking. Or you could go to one of the big cities and go to a bunch of museums. I kind of want to go to, there's this bookstore I want to visit in Chicago. So I'm kind of playing around with this idea of maybe going to Chicago, going to the bookstore, seeing some of the famous sites. And there's also some famous restaurants there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Deep dish pizza.
No, not actually pizza. Funny enough, there's some famous chefs have some restaurants there. So there's like some specialty restaurants that I want to visit.
Aha.
I think I would die if I had a Chicago-style pizza. It's like 2 inches of solid cheese.
How can you not like that?
It could kill you.
What a way to go, though.
What a way to go. This has been another Practice English conversation about planning a trip with Dialogue Frog. For transcripts and vocabulary lists of this episode, please visit our website, dialoguefrog.com. Welcome to a Practice English conversation with Dialogue Frog.
So we're at the library.
Yes. So very cool. Libraries have a lot more than books these days.
Yep, it's true.
Although I've always loved libraries because I love books.
Right.
But modern libraries, especially in towns or communities that are larger and have better support, they have all kinds of cool stuff. You can check out not only books, movies, video games, board games, audiobooks. Even you can get an app where you can download ebooks. And they sometimes have like computer labs or recording studios.
As in the case here.
As in the case here. This is pretty cool.
It is. I feel like we sound like
Broadcast radio. Very cool stuff.
Yeah, libraries are a really good resource for lots of different things.
Well, I'm glad you're here too, Luke, because it has like all this recording technology is something that you already know how to work. So that's one part of it. To be able to use the resources, sometimes you need to have the know-how.
The know-how.
This has been another Practice English conversation with Dialogue Frog. For transcripts and vocabulary lists of this episode, please visit our website, dialoguefrog.com.
You're listening to an English conversation about asking for favors with Dialogue Frog. So Emma, could you hand me that cup of coffee?
This coffee? This is my coffee.
Oh, you drink it black now, don't you?
I do, yeah. Even though I previously said that I quit coffee, I've kind of started again.
Coffee betrayal.
I know.
That's a whole nother episode.
It's true.
Well, could you hand me this cup of coffee, though?
Dude, it's like right next to you.
Oh, my arm's tired.
That's a lazy favor.
Yeah, it is.
All right, here you go.
What do you think the laziest favor you've ever asked someone?
Oh, okay, the laziest favor. Okay, probably I was like laying down watching, it was probably a Korean drama on my laptop,
Uh-huh.
but I wanted headphones. And so I might have asked somebody to hand me headphones and I sent them on a wild goose chase, like in my purse and on my desk. Turns out they were right next to me the whole time.
Wow.
Yeah. And they still handed them to me. What about you? What's the laziest favor you've ever asked for?
I think it was kind of similar. I was sitting down and which isn't quite as snug as laying down. So it's a little less than perfectly lazy, but I still asked someone to hand me a drink when the kitchen was like 5 steps away.
Yep. Mm-hmm. With a straw?
A little bendy one.
Oh, I mean, if you're lying down, you can't drink anything unless you have that straw.
That's true.
Yeah, it's required.
Then you get like neck strain because then it's like angling your neck down towards the drink.
You could also choke.
That's true.
Death by lazy favor.
What a way to go.
Yep.
All right. Well, this has been an English conversation about asking for favors with Dialogue Frog. For transcripts and vocabulary lists, please visit our website at dialoguefrog.com.
You are listening to an English conversation about changing plans with Dialogue Frog. So Luke, I'm so sorry, but I'm going to have to cancel our lunch plans for today.
That's not good. What happened?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I just found out my cat's sick. I've got to take her to the vet.
Uh-oh. Hope she's okay.
Yeah, I think she'll be all right. Just got to take her there real quick. But we should probably do lunch like next week, maybe?
Oh, I think I have a class I need to study for.
Class. So what about Saturday, the end of the week?
That sounds good. I think by then I'll really be craving a burrito.
Burrito. What if we do pizza? I heard there's this new food truck that we can go visit.
That sounds good.
Yeah. A pizza food truck. I'm not sure how that works, so it might be kind of fun.
Unless it's driving away and you're trying to catch up to it and you have tears in your eyes because the food is moving away.
So we should probably check to make sure that the food truck will be there next Saturday. So I'll do that. I'll look at the food truck schedule, and then maybe we'll try for lunch, maybe noon or 1.
Yeah.
All right. Let's do that then. See you next week.
Yep. See you next week.
This has been an English conversation about changing plans with Dialogue Frog. For transcripts and vocabulary lists, please visit our website, dialoguefrog.com. You're listening to Dialogues in English with Dialogue Frog. Luke, you're looking a bit tired today.
Yeah, I didn't sleep so good.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Are you having trouble sleeping?
Yeah, I mostly get really weird dreams.
Weird dreams. Okay.
Yeah.
You dream often?
Yeah, most every night.
Huh. I hardly dream at all.
Huh.
Or maybe I dream a lot, but I don't remember.
Yeah.
So what do you do to get a better sleep?
I like sleeping. I actually like sleeping in the living room with some ambient noise, and it kind of I guess 'cause it feels like the heart of the home, that it is more soothing.
Oh, yeah. It's more relaxing or easier to fall asleep in that kind of space
Mm-hmm.
compared to your bedroom and your own bed.
That's true. Yeah.
So, ambient sounds, you say?
Uh-huh.
What kinds of ambient sounds are relaxing to you? There's many different kinds.
Fire crackling, which is probably not a good one.
Yeah. Because if your house is really on fire, you won't be alert to that.
Yeah.
Kind of scary. It is comforting, though, because it has like a cozy, warming vibe to it.
Yeah. What else is there? There's rain sounds that are good too. Probably because my brain thinks it's putting out the fire.
Oh, there you go. You need an ambient sound that's like rain and fire at the same time.
Yeah.
There you go. What about video game music? Do you find video game music soothing?
I do, yeah. Depends on which video game. Like
Sure.
if it's a hyper fast paced running game,
Oh, yeah.
then it's like gets the adrenaline going. But soothing ones, there's a lot of soothing games out there now that work perfect for that.
Yeah, I can see that. Well, I hope you get a better sleep tonight.
Thanks. Appreciate that.
You're welcome. This has been another Dialogue in English with Dialogue Frog. For transcripts and vocabulary lists of these dialogues in English, please visit our website, dialoguefrog.com. You are listening to a practice English conversation about the weather with Dialogue Frog. So I was looking at the forecast.
Not the 5 cast or the 3 cast?
No, there's no such thing as that. The forecast, the thing that tells you about the weather.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Now I got you.
So I was looking at the forecast on my phone. And tomorrow's weather is going to be fantastic.
That's good.
Yeah, 79 degrees and sunny.
That is excellent.
Hardly any wind. Going to be probably the most beautiful day so far this year.
Can't fly a kite though without wind.
That's true. You can't fly a kite. But you can do other stuff. But what do you like to do when the weather is nice?
I guess since I'm kind of an inside person, I just like opening my window and kind of smelling the outdoors, if that makes sense.
It does. It makes sense. Getting fresh air in the house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about you?
I like to go on walks.
Yeah.
Especially right now because it's spring and a lot of stuff is starting to bloom. I like to see what's going on outside.
Yeah.
And then you get to hear the birds having their bird chatter.
Yeah.
They're chirping.
Wonder what they're saying.
They're probably also talking about how great the weather is.
That's true.
Yep. All right. Well, this has been a practice English conversation about the weather with Dialogue Frog. For transcripts, vocabulary lists, and more episodes for English practice conversations, please visit our website, dialoguefrog.com. You are listening to Dialogue Frog's English dialogue between two people. So, how did last night go?
It went pretty well.
And what were you doing again?
I was meeting with a teacher.
Oh, yeah. Oh, so sometimes I get nervous when I'm like meeting with my professors. How does it make you feel?
I also get nervous,
Oh, yeah.
but my professor is pretty chill.
Yeah.
So
I've done that before. So I've gone out to have like coffee with professors. Also, I've gone out to lunch with professors before too. Just like talk over, I guess, plans or ideas. What did you guys talk about?
not really anything. We just crack jokes.
Well, that's a part of it too, right? Like it's relationship building because often your teacher or your professor becomes like a lifelong mentor. I know how that is. Yeah. Although I'm very bad at maintaining relationships over a very long period of time. But that's part of the idea, right? Is you're building a network, a professional network, and it starts with your teachers. And your teachers kind of open doors for you. Were you in a group with other students, or was it just you and the professor?
There were some other students there, but I had the luxury seat of sitting next to him.
Ooh, the hot seat.
A hot seat.
Oh yeah. It is very interesting to kind of be talking with a professor outside of the classroom and outside of the office. So when you're not in a campus space, but you still have that teacher-student relationship, but it's also in a more comfortable environment. It's a little less stiff, maybe.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Okay, well, this has been an English dialogue between two people with Dialogue Frog. For transcripts of this episode and vocabulary lists, please visit our website, dialoguefrog.com. You are listening to a practice English dialogue about money with Dialogue Frog. So after we're done here, I have to go to the bank. Yeah, I need to deposit some cash.
You can deposit that into my wallet.
No, I will not deposit it into your wallet. But it's interesting. So do you use cash a lot, or if you receive cash for something, do you deposit it right away in your account so that you can use it electronically?
I tend to deposit it right away.
So you never use cash to like buy gas or buy groceries or buy food?
Sometimes if I just haven't gotten to the bank yet, but most of the time I use my card.
I like to carry some cash because sometimes when I leave a tip, if I'm at a restaurant where I want to leave a tip, I want to have enough cash on hand to leave a tip without putting it on my card. Because sometimes I'll have a tip jar, right? It'll be if I got a coffee shop on the counter, I might pay for my coffee with my card, but then I'll put the dollar bill in the tip jar. So I'll actually use my debit card and cash at the same place. Do you use any of those new apps for banking?
No, I'm still paying with livestock.
You're paying with livestock. You're in the barter system.
Mm-hmm.
I've tried using Venmo, but it's just, I don't know. I don't find it as convenient as, maybe I just don't use it in the same way I'm supposed to or something. But there's other products like Venmo or there's so many different banking apps that you can use to just pay, or Apple Pay is another one. Have you used Apple Pay?
No, I've used Pear Pay.
What's Pear Pay?
It's like Apple Pay, but different fruit.
Oh, with pears instead of apples. Very funny. Very funny. All right. Well, this has been a practice English dialogue about money with the Dialogue Frog. For transcripts of this episode and more practice English vocabulary, please visit our website at dialoguefrog.com. You are listening to Dialogue Frog and an example English conversation about not feeling well. Hey, you don't look so good. Are you feeling all right?
I'm a little bit under the weather.
Oh no, I'm sorry. What's wrong?
My throat's kind of scratchy and my nose is kind of stuffy and I have congestion.
Ah, so sounds like you have a cold.
Mm-hmm. I think I have a cold.
When did it start?
A few days ago. I had a fever and my noggin was warm.
Yeah, you had a fever. Well, that's rough. Have you been taking medicine for it?
I haven't. I've just kind of letting it run its course.
Ah, the natural way.
Mm-hmm.
Colds can clear up pretty quick after 4 or 5 days. You should probably be getting better soon, right?
Yeah, I should be back on my feet.
Well, I hope you do get to feeling back to 100% soon.
Thanks.
This has been an English conversation about not feeling well with Dialogue Frog. For transcripts and vocabulary lists of today's example English conversation, please visit our website at dialoguefrog.com. You're listening to an example English conversation about cleaning with Dialogue Frog. Dude, I mean this in the kindest possible way, but your room is a complete mess.
It is a pigsty.
It is a pigsty. It is very dirty. There's piles of things everywhere.
Hey, I like to call those mountains, and they're very special to me. So
I'm sorry. I did not mean to insult you.
it's okay.
But is this organized to you? Do you know where your stuff is?
I do know where my stuff is. Yeah, let's go with that.
So if I asked you, can I borrow this book? You would know where that book is?
Yeah, except for the problem where I don't read. So there's that.
You just don't have books.
I don't have books.
That makes it an easy answer. The answer is no, you can't borrow that book. So when was the last time you actually cleaned your room?
It's been a few months at least.
A few months. Do you like to clean?
Sometimes I'll put on music and then kind of go to town.
I can see that. I do that too. So like sometimes like when you're in the mood to clean, or rather maybe you're procrastinating doing something else, and cleaning kind of helps clear your mind. You get you organize your space, you organize yourself, and then you kind of get mentally ready to do some other task.
Mm-hmm.
I get that. All right. Well, this has been an example English conversation about cleaning with Dialogue Frog. For transcripts and vocabulary lists, please visit our website at dialoguefrog.com.
You're listening to an English conversation about plans with Dialogue Frog. So, Emma, what are your plans?
Well, thank you for asking. I actually have plans today.
That's exciting.
Yeah. So Rachel and I are going to go out for lunch at a nice French restaurant.
That sounds really tasty.
It's that one we went to before, all of us. Oh,
Yeah.
It's so good. I'm excited. I should have not had breakfast, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. I should have saved all of my eating for today.
Yeah.
And then after that, after we have lunch, we'll probably get coffee and we might catch a movie.
That's exciting.
Yeah. I just realized I haven't been to a movie theater in maybe 5 or 6 years.
Wow. For me today, I'm not sure what I'm doing. I'm mostly doing music stuff. Surprise.
I'm so surprised.
I have some rehearsals I need to prepare for.
How long does a rehearsal take?
It just depends on what the music is and how well you rehearse for the rehearsal.
Does the number of people in the band change too? Like if there's more people, it takes more time?
Sometimes, because you have to kind of isolate each part and go over it individually. But sometimes it's the same.
Interesting.
Well, this has been an English conversation about plans with Dialogue Frog. For transcripts and vocabulary lists, please visit our website at dialoguefrog.com.